By George Zimmerman's now former attorneys be bad news for the man who's admitted to shooting and killing Trayvon Martin. Criminal Defense Attorney Randy Reep joins us this morning. I've heard some pretty harsh words from you. I wouldn't say really harsh, but just very harsh. Saying that if George Zimmerman was your client, you would tell him to shut his pie hole.
I was sort of using it in the context of what I tell my clients when I first get hired on a case. That's our first rule with them. Hey, quit talking to anybody else, whether it be your family, your friends. No good's going to come out of you trying to convince people already that you're innocent. Let us work on that.
Okay, so if say George Zimmerman was your client and you had just found out that he called the special prosecutor in this case, Angela Corey, what would you say to him?
He'd be back in my office and we'd be having a chat on how we want to go forward, because I want to give you good advice, good counsel. I want to be the best attorney for you I can be. You've got to give me the tools to do that. One of the things all my clients understand is I can't have you working against me. Calling law enforcement, particularly when I'm not there, no good is coming out of that for our case. And now we're in this together.
Would you quit?
It is very uncommon to quit in a case. We haven't had to do that in a criminal case. There's a lot of difficulty in doing that. We typically buy into our clients and we believe in them and we want to see that through. I can't say I'd quit. I'd be very disappointed and we'd have to have another little heavy-duty discussion.
So what do you think is behind this then? Because these attorneys are saying that they can't even get in touch with him. I mean, they don't even know where he is.
Well, that adds another layer to it. I mean, if you said now your client's doing things that are against your case and you can't reach them, I mean, those are layering things together where eventually you have to quit as an attorney. Your reputation's on the line. You have to be able to defend the work you're doing. If you can't reach your client, he's working against you. Those are those irreconcilable differences that you come to in a case where you may have to part ways.
Now, we know that this week George Zimmerman just created this new website, and on this website he's asking people, hey, you know what, I don't have any money, I've lost my job, I need help supporting my family, I can't even pay to live, please help me. Where do you think he is? What do you think this means for him? Is he just like desperate at this point?
I have no idea where he is. I'm guessing that people do know where he is. As it comes to the website, I will tell you this, very often will come to us with a case and Aunt Judy, Uncle Bill, the neighbor down the street are all contributing to the defense. So it's not uncommon to have multiple people doing it. I haven't had a client who's put up a website soliciting funds, but there are oftentimes many people paying for a case.
Well, and there's been so much media surrounding this case as well that he's probably trying to maybe capitalize on some of that. We've also been told by State's Attorney Angela Corey, the special prosecutor in this case, that sometime in the next 72 hours, we're kind of on a watch right now, that there's going to be some sort of an announcement from her in this case. What do you think is going to happen? You said by Friday?
Well, I would think by Friday, 72 hours. I'm thinking by Friday, the end of the business week, I think you'll hear, you know, Angela Corey, we work against her here, you know, every day. That's our prosecutor that we have to go up against. She's very thorough. I have a feeling she probably has her ducks in a row, and whatever decision she makes, she's going to know she's going to have had all her facts put together.
Do you think there will be an arrest?
If I'm guessing, based on only the evidence I see, now I understand Ms. Corey has a lot more evidence that we don't see, good and bad, I got to think an arrest is forthcoming.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much, Randy Reep, for joining us this morning. It's 7:10 right now. Back to Mike.